Mom, you scared me to run.
Camera rolling. Action.
It started in March when it was during the lockdown, so I just randomly received a call from Ajay and he just starts telling me the story and I'm just wondering why is he telling me the story out of nowhere. Turns out he wanted my opinions about this film and I was like, wow.
Students coming in from different parts of the world to do their respective field of study, and then they meet up in a college and then they decide to do something creative out of the box, something which is not required, and then moving towards it unidirectionally is a big deal, and credit goes to Ajay, Shaji for gathering such a team.
And then that's how we progressed from the plot of the film to shooting in August. 3 hectic days of shooting. That was a lot. And it was my first time being an assistant director and a production controller when required.
Ready?
Sorry.
Hello everyone. Hey guys. Acha naru pada. Wait for it. Oh, it's actually you guys. Yeah. Oops. Give my run through. Because I know the conversation.
Oh my god.
Silence.
Yeah, the team, very, different team, coming from different backgrounds, sharing their experiences and sharing their expertise all together to make this brilliant movie. Yeah, but I would say the shooting part was not just, like a, how do you say, like a task, like, because every day at the set felt like a party, and it was actually like a party.
Hair is not getting
This year is not getting
This year is not getting wet.
And to be candid, this experience turned out to be, one of the most remarkable and one of the transformative moments of my life. And collaborating closely with Ajay on this research and development, and also, preparing the sets to enhance the film scenes was an incredible journey, I must say. One of the most beautiful aspects of this experience was the opportunity to meet and work alongside these incredibly talented individuals.
Morning in front of Shreya's house.
Yeah.
Two bundles pressing only.
What?
ये मेरे साथ क्यों रहे कैमरा में क्यों है
Test कर रहा है camera.
That casting wasn't easy, especially when it came to female lead. Myself, Anusree, being the casting director, wanted to make sure the person blends with character that's written by the director, alongside a huge appreciation to Nidhra, our favorite Nidhra, for training them into the craft that we were all working forward to. Ajay had such an amazing team. I don't even know how he thought of all of the people. Shanelly did a great job with all the art direction. And shout out to Noel for helping us with all the location.
Open your eyes. No. Nothing is there. He's like,
Do that.
Chido, I'm ready.
I do not want to mess.
I want a beauty blender. Do you have it?
और कुछ
अभी मैंने सीखा है मेकअप करना तो शादी के चक्कर में खाली भाई के हाँ ना लेके इसी से देख मैंने देखा था BTS बना रहे हैं
Let's start. Waiting for you to break it. Want to break it?
मैं तोड़ता हूँ
Okay, go.
2 3 अभी एक नंबर का पटक गया
என்னால முடிஞ்சது பிரிக்கோ எங்க அண்ணன் you know Tamil no.
Coming to terms of working, it wasn't an easy go. Very tight and sharp plot. Even though I had worked with Ajay before this project, will be the most favorite one and the biggest crew that I have ever worked with.
It's hard to act, that's what people say, but then DOP. It requires a lot of effort. From writing the story, to Nidhra writing the dialogues, to casting everyone and workshops conducted by Nidhra for all the actors, to deciding on costumes.
What's the pose?
Right from the pre-production phase, from writing with Nidhra and the others during the brainstorming sessions, gave me a lot of intel on how to go about the character and what the character would believe in and how the character would get affected by whatever is happening around them in their atmosphere, and the fine thread that is shared between the main characters, the main protagonists of the film, was really interesting, was really humane to realize the undertone. And I think that is what intrigued me more into the film was that none of the characters were black or white. They were all gray, much like most of the humans. And Ajay Shaji did try to tap in a lot of light into the intense and rich layers of human lives. You can, go on to judge them, but you would definitely feel for them standing on their toes. And that was a really thoughtful and beautifully carved out experience. And credit goes to the directors and the makers of the film for that.
To tell you about the character, I think this was one of the strongest and one of the most difficult characters that Ajay had written. I believe there were so many perspectives to her, there were so many angles, there were so many layers to her. The character is like an onion. So this character, she had an extravagant sense of emotional side. She had an extravagant sense of physical reflexive actions, I think, and she had an extravagant perspective of independence in her heart. So she was a strong-willed woman and strong-willed, responsible for her actions.
Credit goes to everyone in that team for being that individual pillar that they happen to be, and they proudly and they actively showed up to be, creating a set in a blank terrace with mere fairy lights and a few bottles. Just shows to reflect almost up to the standards of a proper film art direction crew. With the limited budget they had, creativity was at its peak with all these young and hungry minds out there, really passionate, really energetic, really driven forward. There was a sense of a movement which which is our biggest motivation when we set out to create such things.
I think there were a certain perspective and aspects to the character which was very different from what you usually encounter. Like the psychology behind the characters, it was very different, and I think it was very well communicated to me by Nidhra and Ajay that how psychologically different the character is. So I think they played a great, they put their parts and they put their whole hearts into, bring me the idea of how psychologically different this character works, not just emotionally, and not just what she does in her regular life. So I think to relate to her was a huge big deal. Just to make sense out of what we wanted and to put together so that it reaches our viewers in the best way possible. I had a great experience assisting with this film. I met a lot of people because of this film before leaving Acharya, and I guess our team consisted of at least one person from each department, which makes it even more special. Also, it was my final year, my final semester during the shoot, and I was literally juggling between shooting and writing assignments. It was a very, very nice
experience for me. I mean, I enjoyed it, like every single bit of it.
I think there was this one incident where Namsad and Dane were shooting a scene where Namsad was very, he was hurt and he was also experiencing a sense of hatred towards a specific character. And I remember Nidhra and I were just rolling on the floor with laughter because Namsad could not control his, he himself couldn't control his laughter, and at the same time he has to play all stern and he somehow in shock and all that. So I think he deserves a huge kudos to that.
रैट है
Okay.
वो रैट वो बिली को देखे फुल डर हो गया ओके वो रैट क्या हो गया एस्केप करेगा ट्राई करेगा उधर से जाएगा नो ऑप्शन इधर से जाएगा नो ऑप्शन उधर से जाएगा नो ऑप्शन पूरा क्या क्या कमाल करेगा वो नहीं एस्केप किया स्ट्रेट वो बिल्ली का इन्फ्रेंट आ गया ओके वो टाइम बिल्ली वेरी एंग्री से वो रैट का देख गया वो टाइम में बिल्ली क्या बोली बोलो बोल लाइक चले से
Okay, exit, back up.
Back up.
I wasted memory space.
I'm deleting this again. Should we start from this part?
I want to hear what I said so they can repeat it, yo.
അയ്യോ അകത്ത് ആരെ കാണുന്നില്ല
Macha, where's my phone? I need to call Lena. Macha, have you seen my phone? Macha, where's my phone?
Hey guys, my name is Ahmed Ali, aka Sam Francisco. So the thing about 13 Weeks that I got interested in was the fact that the story was not just made or written in a way to turn this into a short film, but rather it kind of triggered our emotions into experiencing and realizing certain emotions and relationships, and also take in account of the inevitability of situations that goes on in everyone's life. So I was interested in that spice of this movie. And also the offerings and the possibilities in the world of music, and I wanted to experiment with that. I think Ajay gave me an opportunity through this work for me to kind of indulge with that activity and experiment with different sounds and come up with happy compositions and also sad at the same time. It was a mix of both worlds, to be fair. One other thing that I would love to mention is the vision of the director Ajay himself, and also all the others who have worked in this project. Every unit they have done justice by pulling in with their work, and it just all together contributes this wonderful project that we have before us. And to talk about Ajay's vision, well, it's just it's just one crazy writing, I guess. Starts with how we assume someone's world is, and then how we visualize it on the other side after certain events take place. It's just a wonderful lesson, and it brings a lot of meaning to everyone's life. And we really hope this connects with you the way it connected with us.
समझा?
It's recording.
बुद्धि तो है नहीं बस.
It's recording.
Water.
Well. Any well you put. What? Throw out of the water for some. How was it?
It was good.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah.
Good first experience.
First experience. But actually the character is not
First experience anti-hero. ये क्या है?
You've been hero before.
नहीं ना, first experience में ही anti-hero बना दिया यार.
Yeah, it's a good start.
She auditioned for the Harpic ad and the Colgate salt wala ad, namak wala ad, and got rejected.
Washing powder.
दूध सी सफेदी निर्मल से आए.
रंगीन कपड़े भी
Done.